Good day, everyone, and welcome to Sparkles of Love's Transmission 36. My name is Ana-La-Rai, and I just wanted to let you know that our purpose here at Sparkles of Love is to provide you with the newest, most advanced energies, tools, and processes to accelerate your awakening, to help you get out of the struggle and to sparkle your way to the next spiritual breakthrough. So, today, really, what I want to talk to you about is that accelerating your own journey. And I want to talk about what that looks like and why would you even do it. And I am happy to answer your questions. I will either have a download or a channel near the end. And I just want to remind you, really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. And you can also, if you subscribe, you can also see I'm doing shorts now. So every other day, so every day in May, I'm doing one. They're 2 or 3 minutes, lots of little tips to help you on your spiritual journey. So, all right. So, why would I want to accelerate my journey? People ask me this because they say, well, it's so hard. It's such a struggle. I'm dealing with triggers, stuff is coming up, it's hard to clear. Why would I want that to come any faster? Why would I want to accelerate it? Well, the idea behind accelerating your journey is to make it easier, not harder. It's an old belief, as I think you've heard me say before, that everything needs to be a struggle, right? In the past, yeah, that was absolutely the case. It was all about that struggle and the breakthroughs. But with the energies on the planet are changing right now, and very drastically changing, it's different. It's getting easier. The guides want it to be easier for us. They want more grace and ease for us, which I know I want. I think everybody else wants. So, when you accelerate your awakening, what you're doing is bringing in more of the support, more of the grace, more of the ease, so that the spiral goes upwards a little bit. It's easier to clear things because you can hold a higher vibration. And you can hold a higher vibration because you're bringing more light in. So it becomes this very positive, vicious circle, so to speak. Okay. So the reason to accelerate it is right now you can, before you couldn't in the same way. So, and it's going to make your journey, your spiritual awakening, much easier in the long run. It's going to make it happen faster and easier. And I don't know about you, but I'm for faster and easier. Okay. So I also get asked by people is if I accelerate my journey, if I try and do this faster, isn't that going to overwhelm me? Like it's all I can do to cope with now. I don't want to have more stuff coming up. And again, it's not about getting overwhelmed. It's about being more supported. It's about having more and better tools to be able to process those deep wounds, to be able to release the triggers faster and easier, to step back and be more in the observation mode. It's about being able to go more into the flow, right? Where things get easier and better. So, my experience is that when I work with my clients, is that accelerating it doesn't have to be overwhelming, right? It doesn't at all. And you need to always leave time to integrate. You need to make sure you're getting enough support for your body, and that's good food and rest and movement and all of those things. But it doesn't have to overwhelm you. It really doesn't. So, what does it look like when I'm accelerating my journey? What does that look like? Okay. Well, for me, I know the biggest acceleration for me came back in, I want to say 2017, 2018 ish. I'd have to grab a book and look it up exactly. But for me, the biggest jump and acceleration I've ever gotten was when Lord Shiva came through and brought through the advanced chakra system. And I have other videos on that you can learn and get more details. But what it was, he brought through the information and then all the activations that the chakra system, that's our main energy body, was not complete. It wasn't complete. It couldn't have been complete in the vibrations that planet Earth held back in those previous to the energies now. Okay. And so it wasn't wrong. Nobody made a mistake or anything like that. It just wasn't available. And as the energies started shifting more rapidly, what happened back then is that it allowed for more possibilities and it allowed for the full potential of the chakra system to come into play. And there is a part of our chakra system that isn't activated at all, that most people don't even know about. A lot of gurus don't even know about. And so for me, when I went through that program, when I brought it through and the groups I did with it, it was my biggest acceleration. It was my fastest shift because what was happening is all of a sudden my whole energy body was changing. First of all, I never had to clean my chakras again. I never had to open and close them. They were always aligned, always opening and working as one system rather than as individual chakras. And to this day, and we're in 2025 now, it is still, I would say to anyone, for me, it is the fastest acceleration you can have in your energy body and in your spiritual awakening. Because what happens once your chakras are open and aligned all the time, more information, more energy flows to you. So it's like, if I use an analogy from home, it's like my tap was on just a trickle, right? And my tap was stuck and it was just a drip, drip, drip of energy and information coming through, or water. And then once I got my chakra system all aligned and upgraded to that what works with the energies of now rather than much earlier energies, it was like the faucet went on full. And it wasn't overwhelming, surprisingly, because we did it over, I think, about 14 weeks. Now you can do it in 7 weeks. But what happened was your body adjusted and your whole energetic system adjusted gradually. And so all of a sudden, even though I'm a channel and I could really channel clearly back then, it was like more opened up. More beings of light started coming through, higher energies started to coming through, and that happens for everyone. So all of a sudden, you have greater access to a constant flow of love, greater access to a constant flow of light and information. So even if you're not a channel, it means that all of this energy, this beautiful light, love, source energy, all of that is flowing constantly into your body to help you remember, to help you awaken, to support your human body and the changes. And so for me, that was sort of part one of the chakra system. There's a part two that did another great big acceleration. So that was one of the things for me. That was the biggest thing for me in terms of accelerating. And I recommend it to everyone. It is the single biggest thing you can do to change your energy system and improve your acceleration and your connection and the amount of energy you get. But what's happening now as well is Karila, who will be replacing Mother Gaia, who's part of the new council of consciousness that will be replacing Gaia when she finally ascends and finishes her contracts here on planet Earth. Karila is bringing in new energies that have never been on the planet. She's bringing in new potentials and processes because she really wants as do all the guides, to see more and more of us awaken and our journeys be easier. So with her, what's happening is she's bringing in these beautiful frequencies. One we call nuvenation. So it's like rejuvenation plus a new piece that has never been on the planet. Okay. And all of these new energies are making it easier for each of us to clear our blockages, to heal our wounds, to begin connecting with our guides. The veils around the planet, around us, are thinning, getting thinner. So it's easier for the guides, for our highest self, for the beings of light to reach through to us, to connect with us, as it is for us to reach the other way. So all of these pieces help us to accelerate. There's really, the groundwork is here and it continues to be built, the foundation, for more and more of humanity to awaken, for more and more of humanity to accelerate. And when each of us chooses to accelerate, when each of us chooses that they want more light, more love, more energy, remembering more of who we are, who I am, it supports your own journey, of course, and your own awakening, but it supports that of the collective and of humanity. It's all part of the moving into unity consciousness and oneness. And that the more of us in human form, well, we're all in human form down here, um, the more we can awaken, the more we help hold the light for more to awaken. And it starts to snowball, right? It starts to snowball. And the energies on the planet are allowing for more and more and more of that. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope that that makes sense to you. I hope that that makes sense to you. And it's really, everybody is going to, okay, let me rephrase it. I better be careful here. Everyone that wants to is going to awaken. And maybe everyone else is too. But right now, we're in the space that everyone that wants to awaken uh, is being given the opportunities, right? You still have to go in and ask the questions. You still have to connect to the light. You still have to do some sort of practice to bring you into an alignment. But the opportunity is there now for everyone that really wants to awaken, right? To accelerate. So I hope that you will consider taking advantage of that, right? I hope that you will consider taking advantage of that. And on my website, sparklesoflove.love, the Shiva Chakra program, the Shiva Advanced Chakra program is there. You can read all about it. I've got a video here on YouTube about it, okay? And it's available. It's a series of recordings that you can do in 7 weeks and change your energy system. And it really, really works. And those of you that are wanting even more, I have something called the Accelerated Awakening Journey. And it's a whole package. The Shiva Chakra part 1 is in there. But it also has other recordings, that one that is the Lemurian light cloak. And it's like a cloak or a coat you put on every time you go out. So the energies of other people are buffered. So you're not getting hit with all the negativity. It has a 5-day session, not 5 days, 5 hours. You do 1 hour a day, where you build an energetic, that we call it the divine stability platform. I step on that every single day, first thing when I get up, so that the planetary energies aren't throwing me off. I feel stable. I am up here on my platform, and I'm not rocking and rolling in shaky seas. Like a lot of people right now are really feeling the energies of the shift on the planet and all the vibrations that are coming in. Um, it includes a most often 2-day workshop where you meet and connect with your angelic middle self. Now, most of you have never heard of that. I sure hadn't. And the angelic middle self is this pure piece of your soul that has been held in stasis over time and space. So when I say pure, it's like your original self, and it comes to help you remember. Okay? It's closer, and I know this doesn't make any sense, but the way they explain it, it's closer and easier to connect than it is with your highest self. And it holds that pure essence of who you are, right? So again, another way of accelerating, because now you can access more of who you are. Okay. The package also includes a half-hour private session with me, and I think another recording. You get to pick what you want, but it's all designed to help you accelerate, to help you move to those next level, to get those breakthroughs, that you have more insight, more flow in your life. You're, you move into more health, right? More self-love and authenticity, all of those good things. And yeah, so I really hope that for any of you that are really looking to accelerate your awakening, that you take a look, okay? Because the tools now and the processes are so different than they were even 3 years ago, and completely different than they were 5 or 10 years ago, right? So much new, because the tools and processes coming through now are geared to these new frequencies, these new vibrations on the planet. That's why a lot of your old processes or tools that you might have used all your life with your spiritual journey aren't as effective anymore, right? Because they're working on that old frequency, that they were designed to work with the energies that used to be here on planet Earth. And the stuff coming through now, including the advanced chakra system, works with the new frequencies that are coming in. So it's kind of the comparison I use is, if you always, like the difference between a diesel engine in your car and putting diesel in your car for fuel and putting gasoline, right? And not the time wise, but just how they're different systems, right? They both run the car, but they're different, right? And the energies now are better. All right. Let me see whether a channel is going to come through, or I'm going to do a little download. Let me just check in. And hmm, greetings, beloved ones. I am Lord Melchizedek, and I come through to offer you some words and some energy. First of all, I wish to connect with each of your hearts. And if you are listening to this recording anytime in the future, the energy holds. So as I connect with your heart, if you allow me to, I wish to simply send you some love for a moment. So imagine I, Lord Melchizedek, are standing near you, and I shall place one hand on your front of your heart and one hand, Analarai can't reach, of course, on the back of your heart. So I am sandwiching you between my hands, and just feel as I send love into your human physical body. Just receive. And if you don't want to receive, that is fine. And every time you listen to this, you may receive again. So let us just take a minute or two and receive some love. And of course, we would not want you to be doing this when you are driving a car or a motorcycle or even on your bicycle. And we wish to echo the words of Analarai. We want you, we being the guides here on the other side of the veil. Some of you call us ascended masters. Some of you refer to us enlightened ones. You know who we are. And we work with the source and the light and the divine plan. And now is a time of change. It is a time of acceleration. There are opportunities for your own advancement, your own shifting now more than there have ever been. And they are with greater grace and ease. Things that you tried to heal years before but could never get there, heal very quickly now. Again, because of the tools and processes, because of the energies coming down, because of you, because of what you're holding and all the work that you have done. And so we remind you that it is all changing. This is the time that you have waited for. This is the time that you have dreamed of. And while it may not look like the pictures of your dream, and you might feel disillusioned because you are seeing things you didn't want to see before, or things aren't happening fast enough, or it's not happening in the way you imagined it, we ask you to say so and let it all go and be in the moment. Feel the energies and know that here and now it is changing. It is the great awakening. It is the vibrations rising. And we invite you to accelerate your own awakening and then to help others do the same by simply holding more light, being a shining example of how a life can improve, of how a life can be lived in peace, no matter what is happening on your planet. I am Lord Melchizedek, and I am honored to be here with you this day. And so Urek says, having access to powerful tools, the wisdom, the right mindset, and balance is key. Totally love these tools. I agree too. I absolutely agree as well. All right. Well, I thank you so much for being here. And I think I can tell you what I might be doing next week. Nope, I can't. I haven't decided yet. So what I'm doing right now is Thursdays, I will do my 20 to 30 minutes live here at 11:30 Pacific time. And these are a little more in depth. You're free to come and ask questions and things like that. And the rest of the week, I'm doing shorts, just 2 minutes, tips and tricks for your spiritual journey. And I think in the next few days, you're going to see one that asks you, what else do you want to hear about? So I'm more than happy to answer questions and see what everybody wants. So again, please like and subscribe. And I hope you have a fabulous day and weekend. And remember that you can accelerate and move into more grace and flow. Big hugs, lots of love to you. Bye for now.